So I'm trying to welcome back Facebook and YouTube. All right, guys. Hi guys. How are you doing? Um, I want to talk about. You see, inside everything, person we wise go pick sense. It all started with a message I got this morning. Hi Franca, how are you doing? And this message was from my neighborhood WhatsApp group. And it says, um, let me read it to you guys. It says 1,065 signatures are still needed. Reno Omokri to be banned from Twitter. This was circulated in my estate group. Reno Omokri to be banned from Twitter, just like Donald Trump was banned. And they need 25,000 signatures, and they have 24,182 signatures to ban Reno Omokri from Twitter. And my first question is, are we going down? You see, I support Peter Obi, and proudly so, but I'm beginning to question my support, because this is not democracy. I believe, and that's why I have the Daddy Freeze supporters clash. What do we have them? The supporters clash, yes. Clash of the supporters. Every Tuesday, where Peter Obi fans or Peter Obi supporters, Atiku supporters, Bola Tinubu Day was the day before yesterday. Atiku Day is going to be Monday. We're going to have another regrouping for Peter Obi supporters. I believe that we can have a peaceful election process. These youths that are making noise now, they don't remember where Teo. They don't remember the kind of politics that was practiced during the time of Shagari. Holy treasure, Oga, if you want out, go out. I knew your support is not from your mind. The problem I have with you is your brain is like a can of Tiro. You know that Tiro? You are small at the top and wide at the bottom. So only a few things you can. Have you ever tried to get something bigger than an Opa Tiro or a broomstick inside a Tiro bottle? That's how your brain is. Very little can enter. There is a strangulation at the point of entry of your brain. And that is why it might seem to be a congenital problem, but aside from being a congenital problem, your development must have been marred by malnutrition. To the point where you have gotten to today, and you are nothing but a complete replica of your ancestry, which are dominantly your parents. You are coming, I want you out, I want you. Let me tell you who's going to go out. You are going out via the rapture route. Get out of here. Block you. Listen, this is the problem. This is why I have issues with supporting Peter Obi. This stupid mentality. Okay, what if I don't want to support Peter Obi again? I want to support that prof guy that I brought to my life. Am I going to feel unsafe walking on the street because I'm no longer supporting Peter Obi? If they did this to you people's genetics via the stupidity of your ancestors, must you agree to have it passed on? And whether you like it or not, you need to understand and accept that the supporters of Peter Obi, if they are not careful, they will ruin him. It's like NSAS. You guys have a mission. You want Peter Obi. Why are you going there and becoming thugs? Why are you going there and becoming thugs? I have my issues with the way Reno has been attacking Buhari. And I've complained about it several times. You see, let me tell you, I'm going to address Reno too. But I need to get this across. I am tired. I've not just Reno. Anybody that comes up, I have it on my life. Bongoli is talking about Tinubu. Everybody's going to attack him. What nonsense. You will never see Tinubu supporters attack Peter Obi or Atiku supporters attack Peter Obi. He's always obedient. They are like NSAS people. You are supposed to protest the government issues and you are burning people's shops and burning people's cars. They tell you that government get the motto. You went on rampage in Lekki and looted people's shops. Now government give them shop. I've seen it happen too many times when people just believe that somebody is just their solution to everything. And this is my problem with the way Reno also does things. The way he has been attacking Buhari is only a matter of time. You are raising this kind of people. Oh, Buhari is a sanitary towel. Oh, I'm like, what's this? Listen, people from other parties are going to attack your candidate. You need to deal with it. So if Reno is attacking you, attack him back with facts and figures, not with threats, not with, just go to Reno's page. I took 5 minutes to read some of the comments there. I was like, what is this? Listen, you guys are suffering. Let me talk to you. You guys are suffering. We know Peter Obi is the opportunity out of the suffering, but not the route people are passing. This route we want to follow. Problem dey there. No be togri you go use. You go scatter the whole country. And let me tell you, all these your politicians, they will run away and come back after the election. Reno too has to calm down with his comments. His comments are inciting. I will not make comments like that about Peter Obi, or about Tinubu, or about Atiku, or about any candidate. So please, as a Peter Obi supporter, don't look at the toggery and the trolling. I swear to God, Anya, anybody troll anybody on my live, I will block you. We have set up a forum. Let me show you what I've done. This is my WhatsApp DM. See. Ashiwaju supporters group. Let me show you how many people we have there. Just look at them. Everybody's there. I'll show you Peter Obi supporters group. We have not yet selected Atiku Abubakar supporters group, but guess what? We are also look at this Peter Obi. You can see how many people there are there. Just watch. This is from my WhatsApp DM. Look how many people there are in Peter Obi supporters group. So we can do this by dialogue. We can do this by dialogue. We can do this by debate. We can do this by bringing points forward. This debate is going to be every single Tuesday. Clash of the supporters. And you will have the opportunity to see Peter Obi supporters, Tinubu supporters, what is it called? Atiku Abubakar supporters, any other party that is willing to come forward, we will have it. Now, Reno too, I beg you, Reno, you are my brother. I've not called you personally on this because I've been busy. This was just spontaneous. Stop attacking Peter Obi. Stop it, please. Stop attacking Peter Obi. You know, when you see, my problem is when you start this attacking, people don't know how it's going to end. Now, the beginning, neither they see. When Reno, and let me tell you something, you guys don't understand. When you create a monster, wani tabaki oruka bo orisha lowo, or wati ki oruka bo orisha lowo, owakuba benito ma bo. They don't put a ring for the hand of spirit. It can't remain who want go remove the ring. Say, okay, we put the ring on the hand of the spirit. No need for the ring again. We want to go and remove the ring. Owakuba benito ma bo. It can't remain the papa of the person when one go remove him. You see, when Reno started with Buhari, it was all fun and games. When Reno moved to Tinubu, you all were enjoying it. That's why I'm saying it's not Reno's fault. It's your fault. Why didn't you caution him when he was on Buhari? Why didn't you caution Reno when he was calling Tinubu shaky shaky daddy? I saw posts of Reno Omokri where he said Tinubu was wetting himself. Did you not see the posts? How many of you reported him? None. You were enjoying it because it was not your candidate. All that while, I'm sure Reno's thinking was Peter Obi is going to be with Atiku. So all he needs to do is face Tinubu and Buhari, them. I'm sure that was his thinking. Last minute, Peter Obi, that's politics. Peter Obi moved away from Atiku and became a threat to Atiku. All of a sudden, he turned that same gun he was using on Buhari and that same gun he was using on Tinubu, he now turned it to Peter Obi. You are now angry. It's not his fault. If all of you had complained when he was using the Buhari, you were enjoying it now. That's my problem with your mentality. You are angry not because what Reno is doing is wrong, but because he's doing it to your candidate. When he was doing it to Tinubu, did you not enjoy it? Were you not all rejoicing? When he was doing it to Buhari, were you not all rejoicing? You don't forget, say, that gun still get bullets. Peter Obi, if he had been Atiku's running mate, he would have been fine. But all of a sudden, Peter Obi is now Atiku's biggest competitor. Because let me tell you something, whether you realize it or not, the two strongest candidates are Peter and Tinubu. Or should I say Tinubu and Peter, whichever order you want to choose them. Atiku has dropped a little. You see, Tinubu has that massive party support. Tinubu, if you count all the votes of every other party member from APC at the primaries, it is Tinubu's vote. Tinubu took all of them, combined all of their votes, and multiplied by 2 and added small to get his own vote. So Tinubu has an amazing party structure system. Atiku does not have that in PDP. Now, Peter Obi has the whole grassroots, the whole social media, the whole youths are with Peter Obi. So Tinubu has the political structure. Peter Obi has the social media, the youth, the grassroots structure. What does Atiku have? So the problem, in my humble opinion, is Solomon Buchi, are you still here? Let me accept it, but please let me finish what I'm saying before you come live. My problem is this gun. How you doing, bro?
I'm actually all right.
I don't even want to see your face. Where is Arike?
Who annoyed you?
Where is Arike? No, I don't want to see you. It's Arike I want to see.
No, Arika is not here. She's actually in London.
So where did you take those pictures? I just saw it this morning. I even said I'll congratulate you.
Yeah, we actually, she came to Nigeria. She was in Nigeria, so.
Okay, but she's now gone back.
Yeah, she's gone back.
Congratulations on your engagement. Let me say it publicly.
Yeah, thank you so
A man finds a wife and he has found a beautiful thing. Welcome, welcome. Please just give me 1 minute. Let me finish venting on Reno Omokri's matter, and then you can now take the floor. You see, here's my anger. My anger is not with Reno. My anger is with those who were using Reno to fight Buhari. Then the fight from Buhari moved to Tinubu. There was a point where if I have any sympathy in my life for Tinubu, it's because of Reno. As in, Tinubu has a son that is my age or a little younger than me. The things that Reno said about his father, I was worried. I was like, what? But you were enjoying it. Hey, yes. Then all of a sudden, that same gun we used for Buhari, we used for Tinubu, he come point to Peter Obi. Una come the vex. Una won't come ban him. Why didn't you? This vex you are vexing. Why were you not vexing when he was using it on Buhari? You see, you need to understand that Passon, the king, Tofin no yale, Owa no aja fun yawo. As in the young wife that is coming in and they are pampering. The king where they take beat the first wife, he still there for him. So here's my thing. If you guys don't like unruly elections and unruly voting and all those things, don't take it even for your enemy. Because politics, your best friend can become your enemy overnight. Look at Kwakwanso. Kwakwanso was supposed to be Peter Obi's running mate. Last minute is no longer Peter Obi's running mate. Ahmed Bala is now his running mate. All those that loved Kwakwanso 2 months ago, all of a sudden now they don't like Kwakwanso again because Kwakwanso don't turn Peter Obi. Instead of Peter Obi supporter or Peter Obi ally, he don't turn Peter Obi competition. Politics is like that. You guys need to be careful. Let's not have a political system built on thuggery. Let us debate. Let's argue. Okay, I don't like Tinubu because of this. This is what Peter Obi will do. Oh, I don't like Peter Obi because of this. Atiku can do better. Let's keep it alive like that. That whole destroying a candidate to raise another is not going to work. And I don't want a Nigeria where Solomon Buchi is Atiku supporter, me and Tinubu supporter. If anywhere I see Solomon Buchi, I go stone him. Anywhere he see me, go throw me bottle. I don't want to get there. Sorry, Solomon, over to you. Guys on Facebook, please don't forget to buy me stars. This is a very important competition. There are 2,300 of you watching me live right now. If I don't see enough stars, I go vex for now. Yeah, buy stars. Solomon Buchi, tell them to buy stars.
They should buy. You people should buy that stars.
Buy stars on Facebook. Imagine 2,300 people only on Facebook alone. Another 250 on YouTube. Another 130 on TikTok, and then 1,100 on Instagram. And Facebook people will not buy star. I will not be happy with you. Solomon Buchi, what is your take?
Yes, they should buy the stars. So basically, I hear what you say. I've been seeing Reno actually trending on Twitter, and stuff. I'm not a very politically inclined person, but with the way Nigeria is right now, I think that everyone has to be politically inclined. Because if there is no political awakening in us, then we leave the country to bad leaders, right? Because low political knowledge, low capacity to actually vote in good people. But here is the thing, I was actually guilty of ridiculing, for example, Tinubu. I remember there was a video where his hand was actually shaking, and I made a post and I said something like, he's shaking like generator. And then I took down that post after thinking. I was like, he is actually, and when I took down obviously a lot of people were laughing, do you get? Because there are people that don't like him, whatever narrative. I'm not a fan of him, by the way, but yeah. But I took it down because I was just like, if not for anything, this man is old enough to be my father. He's older than my father, and he has an illness, and I shouldn't speak about it in that manner.
Because all of us go grow old. We don't know waiting go follow us as we they old they go.
Exactly. So I just took it down, right? And the thing is, I understand and Daddy Freeze, the thing is, I see how annoyed you are, but the fact is that if you keep on like that, you will just be annoyed forever. Because the thing is that politics is like religion, right? It's like religion. It has a strong hold over people. You would see the best of minds. You would see somebody who's a professor, who's sound, and will tell you that Buhari is their candidate. Like in your head, you are like, no reasonable person should support Buhari. Like I'm just saying, generally, right? But you see a professor support Buhari, and it just shows you that politics is such a very strong hold. And for you to like get it right with interacting with people, then you have to just take away aggression. Because, for example, Peter Obi, I am actually a fan of Peter Obi, right? But I don't think that Peter Obi will save Nigeria. I think that Peter Obi will help Nigeria. I think that he will actually redirect Nigeria to a better direction. But I don't think that Peter Obi would actually save Nigeria. So I don't know about other Peter Obi's supporters, but I believe that the reason they are actually as aggressive as they are, I'm not trying to justify, is because of how tired people are. People are so tired, and they are tired of recycled leaders. And you need to understand that people need to understand that everyone is not on the same level of like educational pedigree or whatever. So there are people that are P2P supporters that can stay in the same room and have conversations with people who are Tinubu supporters, and there are people who, if they see themselves, they'll shoot themselves. It will always be there. It's not just about P2P. It was there with Goodluck Jonathan. It was there with Joe, even in the USF, Joe Biden and
Donald Trump.
Exactly. It's always been there. There will still be that class of people who are actually very aggressive. And to be honest, I don't think that should affect the way we actually get to see the candidate themselves. Because Peter Obi actually came online and addressed his followers, right? He said that that you guys, nobody should actually assault anyone, blah 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 blah, everything. But people actually constantly said, "Oh, leave us alone. It's just because we are tired." And so I don't think there is much he can do. He cannot every day come to Twitter and be posting, "Stop insulting people, stop insulting people." So I just feel like, and then about Reno, to be very honest, Reno has been very inciting, right? He's been inciting things that he shouldn't. He's been coming for Peter Obi, basically. I have noticed that Peter Obi doesn't call names when he actually makes his point. Do you get, like, you don't see him actually calling names and saying stuff like, for example, Reno, he ate $50 billion, or he did this, he did that. I'm just saying, for example, that's not a real stuff. So he doesn't call names. Why not you actually criticize someone constructively with points? Oh, Peter Obi, you say you are this, you are this, you are this. Can you answer this? Can you say this? Not the one that you say, oh, Peter Obi, this, that, you misconstrue. Because I've seen many of his tweets actually misconstruing. Like, you just take what Peter Obi has said, try to twist it upside down and sell it to people, or whoever.
Now, Solomon. Sorry, let me cut you for a second. Yeah, this is how it all came out. Reno was fighting Buhari. Why? Because he was part of Jonathan's government, and there was this whole PDP APC. So, in as much as I love Reno, I believe he's brilliant. I saw through that fight. To me, it was more of an APC PDP issue. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me stay aside. Now, Reno's mind has always been that Obi is PDP. So Reno threw his weight behind Obi, only for Obi to move to Labour Party, and instead of being Atiku's ally, now became Atiku's biggest competition. I analyzed it. I don't know if you were watching at that point. I said, Tinubu has the money. He has the political structure. Look at what happened at the APC primaries. He got more votes than every other candidate combined. Peter Obi has everybody. The woman on the street selling pepper, the Hausa man, the Igbo man, the youths in the university that are out of school. Everybody that is frustrated wants Peter Obi. So Peter Obi has the whole grassroots on lockdown. Tinubu has the whole political structure on lockdown. Atiku is now neither here nor there. If Wike had not stepped down, who stepped down for Atiku last minute? Somebody stepped down for him last minute. Wike for drag this matter with Atiku. So Atiku in PDP is not Bola Tinubu in APC. Then all of a sudden, what will have given him strength in that PDP is now his biggest competition that looks like he has more power than Atiku right now, in my humble opinion. So Reno is angry. It's just like, I fought somebody to get a babe. Now, the babe now comes to me, and what she did to that same guy, she's now doing it to me. I'm now angry. So,
exactly.
Continue. I'm just trying to get you to there.
What he's doing is basically political. It's not. I want to say it's not genuine. Like it's a fight of interest, right? A personal interest and personal ideology and stance. No longer a fight of a greater Nigeria. At the end of the day, in my opinion, Sha. So and then I saw somebody in the comments actually saying that 98% of Peter Obi supporters are actually IPOB members who are clueless, and I just feel like that's just a very...
That's even wrong, because IPOB are not even supporting Peter Obi from the little...
Exactly, that's not true. IPOB members, they are not statesmen, they actually believe that they have... they want their own, stuff. They want Biafra and all of that stuff. So that's it. So I just think that people, we need to calm down. But no matter how much we say we should calm down, the fact still remains that there will still be people who are aggressive. Remember, we have the people who are high class, the lower class, and the middle class, even with like knowledge. Even with like knowledge. So there are people that will be like, that there are people that could have killed for Buhari when he did.
Yes, now I've forgotten one man that trekked from Lagos to Abuja.
There are people exactly. There are people that can kill for him. So this is the way politics is like. And for Peter Obi, it's just the same thing. Sadly, we cannot control people that follow us and everything. And I'm glad that he's been able to come online to tell people, please, you guys need to chill, take it easy. Let's not, fight other people. And that is what Reno should also do. We're not saying there would not be opposition. Politics is a fight, right? But fighting does not necessarily mean we should abuse ourselves. I can come on this live video, Daddy Freeze, and have a different opinion from you, and we will talk. We will raise our voice, but we will not insult ourselves.
Yes.
This one that I said I don't agree, because this, you will talk your own, I'll talk my own. Nobody, no insults, nothing, and everybody will just get it and we go, And I feel like that's just how it's meant to be. But
yes,
things will not be the way it's actually meant to be. Me, I am actually a supporter of Peter Obi. Like I said, I don't think that he can change Nigeria. Do you know what it means to change Nigeria? Nigeria has been in the trenches for years. It takes a lot. It will take more than one term. It will even take more than two terms, sorry. But I'm not saying that he's not going to do anything. I believe that he will do something significant, if not for anything, for the fact that he's actually very, 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 very frugal, right? So the ideology of him being frugal and having governance at a lower cost will help us economically very well.
Will definitely. That's one of the things I love about him the most, and of course the fact that he's also going out of his way to study governance and proper solutions to problems. For me, one of Peter Obi's biggest problems would be insecurity. How to deal with that northern insecurity, in my humble opinion. But one of Peter Obi's greatest strengths, and I'm going to say this publicly, is morale. It is like, imagine your dad, God forbid you lost your mom, and then your dad wants to remarry. And the poorer, uglier woman is the one that is nicer to you, even though she's not nicer to your dad. So at the end of the day, you just want her to win. So if your dad finally says, okay, she's the one I'm going to marry, even if she's going to come and punish you, the fact that it is what you want that you got is going to raise your morale. So right now, if Peter Obi comes into power, the fact that it is what everybody wants and everybody believes in, their morale will be high, and that would help them when it comes to actually working with this Peter Obi towards succeeding in goals and decision making and political reforms and changes. So that is definitely, for me, that's Peter's greatest point, and that's one of the things why I want him to win, because Nigeria is now, that divide Nigeria is going to go away for a while. Peter will be winning, because even IPOB will calm down a little. Okay, he's our guy, let's even see what he's going to do. There will be not that general 1 or 2 years of enough count for him to be able to quickly put things in place and begin the, when a plane starts moving, it increases speed before it can now take off. Even if all Peter Obi does is reach that speed that they call V1 on the runway, where they now rotate the aeroplane and the plane can start climbing, if all Peter Obi does is achieve speed on the ground for the next pilot to come and take off, that is enough, in my humble opinion. And that's why I'm putting my weight, my small tiny weight, I don't weigh much, behind Peter Obi. But at the same time, I don't want to be associated with Togris, so that tomorrow Peter Obi will not win and they'll start burning the whole country. That's also a risk.
But that is at the end of the day, like, you are voting for Peter Obi, not his supporters, not his stupid supporters. Because obviously, I'm not saying all his supporters are stupid, because I'm actually one of them. But there are some of them that are just unnecessarily, I don't know, senseless in that regard. You get what I mean? So I just feel like it's just to just ignore them and vote for him. That's just all. I have to sign out, but what I really wanted to say, and I really wanted to tell other people, is that I understand that we have so much hope, but let's be realistic with the way things are, right? Do people know how long it took for America to be the way it is today? It's not 50 years, or it's not 100 years. Let's say, for example, the UK it took a lot, right, for them to be where they are. I'm not saying that Nigeria is doing the best right now, but what I'm saying is that I believe in Peter Obi. However, I do not think that Peter Obi will, I'm not putting too much hope in him. Do you understand?
Let me ask you a question, Solomon. I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you think Peter Obi can win? It's a $1 million question.
Okay, so do I think Peter Obi can win? To be honest, anyone can win, but the question is, will they let them win? That's the thing, right? So Peter Obi can actually win, but will they let them? You know Nigeria, our electoral system, the corruption. Will they actually let them win, right? Yeah, and to be honest, I don't like to have the conversation of, we don't know whether Peter Obi will win, so no need. No, let me support. Let me see, if you want to vote Peter Obi, please vote for him, because you know that is the person you want. It's fine if he does not win at the end of the day, no wahala. But at least you know that you voted your conscience. I think that he can win. No, this one that people are saying Peter Obi is only online, is only famous online. That's not true. He's popular online. Peter Obi is actually popular on the street. So I don't know about the north, but I know that in the south, southeast, even southwest, Peter Obi is actually, very, very popular. I think that Peter Obi is actually more popular. I think that he's actually underrated by some people. Do you get, some people actually feel like, so yeah, if you want to vote for Peter Obi, please vote for him. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. To be very honest, but when you are voting, if you want to vote for Tinubu, no wahala. But when you are voting, please be thinking about your children. Be thinking about your life.
Be thinking about your aged parents.
Thank you. You know how much dollar was? I remember the time somebody sent me $100. It was 50,000 naira. Now dollar is 60,000 naira. Vote people that that will help you. Businesses in this country, you know how much diesel is right now. So when you are voting for your life too, because a nation can destroy your destiny. It can like look at people now. Students are actually at home, strike. It's a function of the government. How would you actually get into school? You are meant to study for 4 years and you end up spending 8 years in school. And you already planned that, for example, when I get done in 2026, I'll do this, I'll do that. And then just because of the country that you exist in or that you live in, just by virtue of that, and then people are saying Japa, Japa. It's good to Japa, but can 220 something or 250 million Nigerians Japa? That cannot
The
work.
whole Canada is not up to 100 million. So you want to go to Canada and double times 3 Canada.
Exactly. You have people that you love. If I Japa today, I will Japa. My father is in Nigeria. My brothers are in Nigeria. Any small thing. My friend, the husband, she and her husband, they are based in the US. They are doing absolutely amazingly well. During that Owo massacre, she lost her father-in-law. Her mother-in-law. This is somebody who has Japa do. So it's easy to say Japa, 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 Japa. And she didn't want to go to the US, right? She wanted to stay. Some of these old people, they just want to stay in the country. Let me just stay here now. They don't want to Japa because the whole idea of Japa, and then before they now settling, the woman that maybe is in her 70s and stuff. So, and the woman went to church that day and she died. So you can Japa all you want to Japa, and your parents are in this country, your loved ones are here, your brother is here. You think that it cannot happen to you? It is always like fame, that the day those policemen took me and put me into the trunk of that their car, when they kidnapped me, when that thing happened, in my head, these things that we read on Twitter, and then we feel like it's film trick, action movie.
How did you even feel in that boot?
Yeah, I felt it in that moment.
Have they been arrested? Have those back to that real quick? Have they been arrested?
No, they weren't being. They were not able to actually identify them since I did not. I could not remember the full plate number. Even if the commissioner had actually launched, they actually launched, investigation. But they could not actually identify them also because they said that the plate number, I did not have all of the figures or whatever numbers for the plate number. Number two, also the POS transactions when they withdrew like the 500K plus, they actually said that it was a POS transaction. It was not a transfer. So they took my card and my brother's card and they told us to tell them our pins. So with the POS transaction, it's like I actually went to go and what's it called? I went to go and withdraw. So you cannot find. Do you want to go and catch the POS person? You go and catch the POS person. The person will say, somebody came and did business here and left. I don't know who the person is. So there is no way to actually find them. So that was it. I moved on, But that thing, in my head, I was just like, Nigeria is a mess. So even when you have money, even when you have money in this country, it's still I just feel like the only way to enjoy Nigeria is if you have a private jet and you have air ambulance. So anything that happened to you, they'll just fly you pure, But even the upper class.
But Buchi, imagine you are in Lekki and your private jet is at Moitala Mohammed Airport, and then Nigerian traffic happens. Before you get there, I was watching something on Tunde Ednot's post. There was an accident in the UK. Helicopter don't land there immediately to evacuate.
Exactly.
So if you lose your life there, just know that the government has tried their possible. And guess what? Some people still go and sue the government that the helicopter could fly at 45 kilometers per hour. Why did it fly at 40 kilometers per hour? The government should come and explain. Exactly. So I understand where you're coming from. Nigeria is in a state right now. I love Nigeria. I love living here. I'm 46 years old. I don't know anywhere else. Am I going to go and start doing McDonald's abroad, or go and start going back to school abroad, or go and to fit into a system? You understand? I love traveling abroad for that odd 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 days, 4 days. I love it, but then I can't live there. And of course, if they want to spoil somebody's life here, which day will you not run there and go and be doing the McDonald's? You understand, if that's the option. But you see, I don't want Nigeria to get to that point. You understand? Yeah. For the last 3 years, I've worked from my bedroom. This is where I did my radio work for 2 years until I left the radio. I'm now still. So why do I want to go to America and go and be hustling?
To be honest, it's very inconvenient. To be honest, when you think about it, to be very honest, it can be very inconvenient. I really wanted to be based in Abuja. Like I really wanted to. When I was done, I just wanted to get to Abuja and get based there as a freelancer, doing your stuff. You know how there's just this feeling. You're in Nigeria. There's this freedom also that comes with being in Nigeria. That's why a lot of people or some Nigerians when they go over there, they are just like everywhere is too tight. Because we are used to lawlessness.
Yes.
So we feel that lawfulness is then being too tight, and stuff. But the truth is that there is not much that we can do. For people who want to stay in Nigeria, it's absolutely great. For people who want to japa, all you can. But just know that the only way that you can successfully, escape Nigeria is when you japa with your whole family, friends, loved ones,
uncle, auntie, neighbors.
Yeah, totally. But anyway, thank you so much, Daddy.
Thank you. You really calmed me down. I was really upset. I was upset both with the way Reno had been handling issues with regards to other politicians and also with the way Peter Obi supporters too. Guys, we are Peter Obi supporters. Please, let's calm down. I'll try to seek some of our elders to have a word with Reno. Maybe if I talk to Apostle Suleiman, for instance, Apostle Suleiman can talk to Reno and get him to also calm down with the Peter Obi attacks. Because to be honest, it's not right. It's not right. I see that same Tinubu hand now as focused on Peter Obi and it's your turn now. It's a bit much. And Reno might not listen to me, so I'll try to reach out to maybe Apostle Suleiman or somebody that I know he respects, or maybe Ben Bruce or something, and get them to talk to him and just get him to just calm down and focus on Atiku. You understand? Sell your candidate. Atiku is not a bad candidate. Like, not that if Nigeria enters Atiku's hand, Nigeria will just fall down. No, but focus on him. Sell his good points. If you feel there are things that Peter Obi and Tinubu are not doing right, of course you have the freedom to air yourself. But this whole attack back, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it.
It doesn't make sense. Everyone, let me just say this: everyone, we live in a democratic nation. Everyone is entitled to support whoever they want to support, no matter how we feel. To be honest, I have a friend, very intelligent, who told me that she's supporting Tinubu. At first, I was like, why are you saying that? When there is Peter Obi, and she was like, like Peter Obi is a nice guy, but I just feel like he has the developed world view of politics. And she was like, I believe Tinubu. One thing about Tinubu is that he might not be able to do the job, but he can hire experts around him. Surround himself with experts. I was like, okay, if that's what you believe in, that's absolutely fine. So just focus on your candidates. Them do all of. They will attack you. You actually reply them with facts. You don't have to go abusive and everything. We'll be fine. Last, at the end of the day, we will be fine. I just hope so, Sha. But yeah, thank you so much, Daddy Freeze. Have a wonderful time.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Solomon Bucci. Thank you so much. Network. Yes, I can hear you now. You are signing off. Then it broke. All right, guys, at this point, this juncture, I will leave. Thank you so much, Solomon Bucci. Thank you, all of you guys. Take care and God bless you. So, guys, Facebook, why people not buying me stars? Buy me stars, oh, Facebook. Buy me stars. Facebook, buy me stars. Facebook, don't face your book. Buy me stars first. Facebook, buy me stars, oh. Facebook, buy me stars, oh. Facebook, buy me stars. Let me show you how to buy stars on Facebook. Those of you watching on Facebook. Sorry. I have the hiccups. I'm so tired today, man. Like, what the? Okay, so you can see me live here. This is me live right here. Guys, you can hear me talking. So what you do is you can see send stars here. If you're enjoying the live video, just click on send stars. You can buy 99 stars, 530 stars, 310 stars. Just buy stars. All right, Facebook people. Thank you so much, YouTube people, too, for watching live and supporting. And also, big shout out to you guys on TikTok. I love you guys for life. Back to my Facebook. Oh, yeah, buy stars. Facebook. Oh, buy.